Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Andrea.
Welcome back to Nerd News today, and it's time for a very awesome, excellent-looking statue review. You can tell I'm a little biased coming into this.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Well, what can I say? We're moving up in the world. We fancy now.
Yeah, today we are looking at from Diamond Select and Gentle Giant Studios.
So excited.
We have Luke Skywalker. We got our first Star Wars statue finally.
And it's not just any Luke Skywalker, it's Old Man Luke!
Yeah, this is Old Man Luke based on his appearance from The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
And this is him in his outfit on Crate with the battle with Kylo Ren.
I know, I'm so excited. I liked that battle.
That was a good battle, yeah.
Contrary to what a lot of people feel, I kind of dug it.
Controversial movie. That's a discussion for another day.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about this statue. So obviously we're looking at the box right now because it's clearly a box. Yeah.
Yes, it is a box.
So unlike a lot of the stuff we looked at from Diamond in the past in particular, those have big windows. The resin pieces do not. Resin pieces tend to be this style closed box.
Much more protective.
Yes, much more protected. So you'll see here we got a nice picture of what the statue looks like, which we also get the identical image on both sides.
Just slightly different.
Yep. Top, just again, reminding you who this is.
Well, on the back you have a bio about Luke. It tells you how the statue was created. It tells you that it was all hand-painted, hand-written, hand everything. And it also says that it's limited to 1,500 pieces.
Yeah, this is probably one of the more limited ones we've ever looked at here on this channel, so I'm pretty excited about that. So, shall we go ahead and take him out of the box?
Heck yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, so we have here a card that, well, you got... Are you done yet? Well, I was gonna show you the card that tells you... Okay, this is the card that shows you a picture of the statue and tells you what its number is. In this case, it is 146 out of 1,500. That's pretty cool.
You also get that same number over here, excuse me, card, on the styrofoam as well.
Yeah. So this is our certificate of authenticity right here. I like that it's kind of trading card style.
Let's get our Luke free from his, well, he's not in Hoth, it's just styrofoam. But, alright, we are, oh yeah, no. Folks, we have stepped up in the world.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a moment to look at this.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Alright, so our Luke Skywalker is now free from the packaging, and yeah, we've just really... This is a big step up from a lot of the PVC stuff we looked at in the past.
Oh, wow.
We haven't done a lot of resin just because of the price for it, basically.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to like a typical Diamond Select PVC piece, those are $50. This guy right here we're looking at is $100. So it's double the price, but you're getting already double the quality.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just fondling him, because he's fun to fondle. The texture of this is just outstanding.
But our Luke, you can see here, is a little incomplete. He's got one other piece to him, and I think we should put that on him, shall we?
Okay. I got his lightsaber.
Which conveniently just slides right on in like that, and...
You know, we're making this sound way filthier than it actually is, but...
Sure about that? It's pretty filthy.
Yeah, it did slide right in like that.
All right.
Anywho, that looks so cool.
Yeah, so let us talk about, first things first, the likeness on our piece here. 1-to-1, can you say? I mean...
No, I wouldn't say exactly. Hold on. Pretty darn close. The eyes are a little off, but not by... They're just a little smaller than I think Mark Hamill's are. But other than that, oof, this is pretty intense.
I mean, I think they really nailed the facial expression, the structure of his face as well, the lines on his face.
They even got that little mole that he has, but it's just wow.
Yeah, like...
Wow.
And, you know, again, we don't want to compare this, obviously, to all the PVC stuff that much, because clearly when you pay more for it, you're going to get higher quality. But
yeah.
One of the biggest differences we're seeing here is, like, the amount of paint and how the paint is used. And a lot of times with, like, the PVC stuff, the paint application is way thicker. Here you can see that it is a lot thinner. And you can see a lot more of the details that are carved onto his face. You get more of that stuff as well. I mean, you see what I'm talking about here. There's this, like, you know...
The lines. Oh, my God. They even got the sockets for his eyes, as you know, as he has like a little bit of bags under the eyes. It's just wow.
They got all the pieces to his face you can see better. And even not just that, even this one exposed hand here. It's not a lot of flesh to really talk about, but even this exposed hand, the sculpting on that is like way better.
My God.
You can even see veins in his wrist, and they're slightly colored even. So there's a lot of attention to detail in this piece. Of course, the hair. Yeah, I mean,
the hair is just like, what?
The beard is totally. That's a Mark. It just looks like Mark Hamill.
Yeah, it really does.
It's a Mark Hamill beard with a great detail in that beard. Like
the hair, I really love because aside from the fact that it's darker because at this moment that's when he looked like 1,000 times younger.
Yeah.
But I love that they kept what they used for highlight was this grayish color because it also helped show the age as well as a highlight.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
It's absurdly good sculpting job, and I should add too. This is resin, so it is a little bit heavier. It's a lot heavier actually. Than a
Yeah,
typical
it's
piece.
considerably heavier.
It's denser feeling.
My God, but it's gorgeous. It really is.
Now, for you texture freaks out there is a lot to talk about with that.
Oh, it feels so good. It really does. I mean, the hood is smooth, but a little rough. But then you have this really cool line texture on his cloak. His gloves have more of a leathery kind of vibe. They're a little smoother with a little bit of wrinkles. His hair, oh my gosh.
So it got a lot of fine bits into it, yeah. As opposed to like a lot of other figures you'd see where it's just more big clumps. This one here, it is like not quite individual strands, but we're getting pretty close to it. It really gives you the effect of looking at individual strands.
Yeah, and the lightsaber. Oh my God, the lightsaber. Because you have the ridges from the base, but then you have this really smooth, light, really smooth plastic. Translucent plastic, I should say. And it's just, oh my God. It's a nice contrast to the rest of the piece. Oh my gosh, this is just... wow.
As for the paint job, it is super clean. Nothing to complain about here at all. It's,
No.
as I said a little bit earlier, it's a little bit thinner. So you can get more detail, you can get more undertones, you can get more values in the paint as opposed to being this one flat tone.
Yeah.
We have some tone in here. There's some subtle changes in the paint job. You can see, like, especially by the eyes, by the nose, and the forehead. Even his neck is a little bit different color. There's some pinks, there's some darks, there's shading going on in the piece.
To be honest, it looks as though that he had... It's like Mark Hamill, because it looks as though when they put the makeup on Mark Hamill, they forgot to do his neck.
Yeah.
It kind of has that kind of
Got a
vibe.
farmer's tan on his neck.
Yeah, but it just looks so good. And his hand, I really can't get over his hand.
Yeah, doing some kind of force effect.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the colors. I mean, the way that they did that, the values on that, and the fact that you have a little bit of that blue-green, but very thinly for the veins. It's just, oof. I mean, also one of the things I really like, the belt, because of the way that it's painted, it definitely looks more metallic than the rest of his outfit, so it just stands out a little bit more. Oh, there's just so much good with this piece.
Very strong piece. I like the pose a lot as well. I know since this is a bust, we're not getting his full body, we're getting the upper body only. But with what we have here, the information that we have presented here, it's a very strong pose. It feels heroic and strong. It's Luke using the Force.
You know what Luke's doing. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's great about it, is that it is so readable immediately as to what he's doing.
Wow.
It's a pretty action-packed piece for old man Luke here.
Middle-aged Luke, if you really want to go, but just take a look at the back. I mean, look at that hood. That hood is just smooth and beautiful.
Yeah, no, the costume is amazing on him. The texture, the paint.
Oh, I love the flow
of
the
it,
sleeve.
especially, yeah. Like, that's something, too, the flow is what helps really add a lot to it. And there's a lot of flow here with the wrinkles in his sleeve on both arms and his shoulder.
And on the base, even, just looking as, it looks as though it's bunching up.
Which is kind of funny, because it's, like, basically almost saying, we've cut this Luke in half, and now his clothing is just bunching up at the bottom. That part's a little weird to me, but...
It's kind of Darth Maul-y. It's all good.
Yeah, it's giving him spider legs.
Yeah, it's all good.
We don't have much to nitpick about. I mean, even if you look real close... Even his fingers have different shade of paint on his nails. I mean, did you see that? He's even got cuticles on his nails.
Oh, snap!
He's got cuticles on his nails.
Oh, dude.
For $100, this is pretty nuts. This is really high quality stuff for $100.
Mm-hmm.
And
This is just period high quality stuff.
Just so you guys can see the base as well. That has our number and just some more information. So again, just the third way to keep track. I think we're a little speechless now because this is...
It's like...
We don't really have anything negative, I can say. I mean,
Yeah.
there's like a little bit of a mold line I could complain about and nitpick about on his hair. But, I mean, who cares? Yeah, we've had much worse things
You've
than our
heard us
statues.
complain all the time. Now you're just seeing us oohing and awing. That's
Pretty
really
much.
what it's come down to.
There's very little to be critical about with this guy. And, with Bust, too, there's not as much to talk about because there's only this
So
top
much,
half of their
but-
body to discuss.
But it's like, at the same time, there's so much going on here. It's just like,
A lot of
what?
strength in a very small, compact size.
Yeah, you've seen some of our other bust reviews, and this is just, it's so different.
This is in a world of its own, really. It really is.
It really, really is.
If you're a statue collector and you've been doing the PVC thing like we've been doing, I mean, you're going to be in for quite a shock as well if you get one of these guys.
Yeah.
It's a big evolution and a big step up in quality.
Yeah, it's just, it's a big wow.
Yeah.
That's all I can really say. I
It
mean,
brings the wow factor.
oh yeah, and if you're a Star Wars collector, especially if you're doing the statues, well, in general, if you're a Star Wars collector, I think this would be a great addition. Regardless of how you feel about the movies, I think that this is a really great addition.
Yeah, I agree. It's an outstanding piece, a great first entry for us in our Star Wars collection.
Oh
now.
yeah, I'm so excited.
And very excited to get a hold of this piece because this is just beautiful looking statue here.
Gorgeous.
Great looking bust. So, yeah, we give it 2 thumbs way up. If we had more thumbs to give, we'd give him even more.
I give it all of General Grievous's lightsabers.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
That's why I'm giving him
That's
that.
a heck of a rating.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to pick up this Luke Skywalker bust for yourself, you can go ahead and use our Amazon affiliate links down below in the description area. It helps support our website and costs you nothing extra.
Yeah, and, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you think of this. Are you as bad as we are? Do you think that there's things that they could have done better? And if so, what?
So until next time, I'm Matthew.
I'm Andrea.
This has been Nerd News Today. Hope to see you guys here another time. Check out more of our reviews of figures, statues, comics, everything else we do here on Nerd News Today. Force blasts. That's how you do a force blast, right?
Force stroke.